Alright guys, we are beginning 2023 Demolition Derby season. I have a previous channel called Demolition Journey. Go watch that. Just to get started real quick, we're three brothers. We do Demolition Derby. If it moves, we smash it. We're all three teenagers. We have nobody really taught us. Most of the stuff we learned was from the internet and other things we learned from derby guys at the derbies. That's a brother's lawnmower, has not been ran yet. Another brother's hasn't been ran yet, still gotta finish it. This one has 3 runs on it. That's mine. It has 2 wins and a 3rd place and a Mad Dog. If you're just getting into derbying or something you'd like to try out, grab a lawnmower. If they do it in your area, grab one. You put a cage around it, your legs are protected if you do it correctly. Do a place that allows you to put bumpers on the front and back, mainly the front, because if you don't, you're going to ruin your front axle pretty quickly. Some places don't allow bumpers and they just expect you to come in there and send it. You can see how we mount ours. Around us, they're not real specific on how you mount your bumper, so we just run it back. I don't know, maybe, I think that one's like 7 inches. We really don't measure. That one's got tubing. Mine, this is one of the very first ones we did, is angle iron and tubing in the front. We added that tubing because we were bending the angle iron. But one of the main things you want to look out for, any lawnmower will do for a gut and go show. But if you're going to pulley swap it, do not get a hydrostatic transmission. Get a gear-driven hydrostatic. I mean, not hydrostatic, gear-driven. See, this pulley is welded on there. Fastest way to do it. Some places don't allow you to pulley swap. I don't think I would run somewhere that would not allow me to, but that's just my preference there. This one I just bought, not last night, because last night I went and picked up steel. Tuesday night I went and got this, and it is already pulley swapped. The guy I bought it off of was racing his son on his little mini dirt bike, and he said he only drove it like once, and he just got bored with it. I literally just drove it down here, and this thing moves as fast as my white one in there. And I was thinking it was hydrostatic because it had this release right here. I'm still not 100% if it's hydrostatic or not, because I know the John Deere's, you cannot pulley swap them. Like, they do not do much. See, your hydrostatics all have these hooks on the back. You pull it out and it's in neutral. Put it in and it's in gear. Maybe I've been told wrong all my life. Maybe you can do hydrostatic. But I really think that that's gear driven. Might have to experiment. This one runs and drives as well. It has electrical issues. It will not run without a battery for some reason. I don't know if that's a ground issue. Shouldn't be. That's how the kill wire is. It might run out of fuel too. I don't know. No, it's got plenty of fuel. Got this old iron down here. I got this for like $100. I did get it for $100. As is, doesn't run. See, I was thinking this was hydrostatic as well, but maybe it's not. No, it's got a clutch assembly. This has got big ass tires in the back of it. But yeah, this is an old iron. A lot of places won't let you run that in gut and go. What else mowers do we have? Doing mower inventory. We got one more up here. Now this one, my brother claims it runs, but I don't think it does. And of course we got the one we mow our grass with, which doesn't count. But this one's got a really funky rear end in the back of it, how the shifter is. It like has a lever that you push back, and that pushes up on a rod, which then pushes down on a peg, up or down on a peg in the transmission. And that's just a really, really crappy setup. The shifter came out in the middle of the floor, so I will not be buying another transmission like that. If we keep going through bodies like we have been, I will buy it cheap just for the body. And that's another thing, you get into these lawnmowers, all you need is a good running engine, and you can pick up a lawnmower that doesn't run for like $50, $75, rip the motor off of it, put your motor on, and just get a belt that fits between your motor and the axle, and you got a running lawnmower for like $50. So that's what I love about those. Real quick here, we'll run up to my tire stash, and I'll show you another trick to the rules with tires. Here, I'll show you real quick. Some places will not let you run 6-inch tires in the back, which is what we do. That's what these are. These are front tires. They're 6-inch front tires with snowblower tires on them. Yeah, but a lot of places will not let you run those. You have to run the 8-inch, which is what is on the back. But John Deere helped us out with this. I don't know if these might be 6s. Yeah, these are actually 6s, but they make 8-inch rims that tires this size fit on. And I got a couple laying up here. All our mower decks, gotta take them into scrap. All our big tires, they take off. I should probably see if I can make a rim. These are what I'm talking about. These are 8-inch. And I would put a tube in these and self-tread them for a stock show. Because if they're not letting you run 6 inches on the back, they're probably not a very built show. So it's not really worth the money of putting V-treads on the back. But then again, they don't hit that hard enough to really ruin tires. I think I've only ever popped one tire. And that was one of these full-size ones, and it was all weather cracked. I think the tubing hit it just right. A lot of guys, what they do is they'll take this center hub and they'll cut it out, and then they'll weld it inside this center hub. So what they do is they make this front rim be able to pop on and off the back really easily. Tell you what, I'm just gonna make whole another video. And this one I picked up Thursday. Yeah, I picked it up Thursday. Today's Saturday. I'm finishing up this video for you guys. Apologize for the traffic and if you guys are catching any wind. But this is a Craftsman, real quick. I paid $100 for this one. It doesn't run. The kid I got it off of, I think he just got a 16, said he bought it to try to get it running. He couldn't really get it running. I don't think he messed with it. But he was told it was electrical. I don't understand what this hole's cut out for. I'm almost thinking somebody couldn't figure out how to get the bolts off or something. The cover comes right off. But looks like almost like a pretty decent magneto. And this is a bigger motor. I don't know exactly what it is, but he told me to put a bigger motor. The guy put a bigger motor on it to race it, and he couldn't get it running. I'm wondering if something's messed up with a safety or something in this area, because this pedal does not want to move very far. I'll give you guys the rundown in another video. But like I was saying, I pretty much bought the body for $100 because it has a hydrostatic rear end. I don't run hydrostatic rear ends. I may on this one if I can figure out how to make it faster, which someone was telling me they know how to make these Craftsman transmissions go faster. If I can get it going fast enough, I'll just stock build gut and go it. But I pretty much bought this mower for $100. The frame is clean. There's like no grass, no oil, no rust on it. Beautiful, immaculate. This type of gas tank, I can use that for my dirty mower, so throw that in the deal. And I'm thinking this battery might still be good, maybe not. It's a 2020. I mean, it's unplugged, the negative is. So I'm thinking maybe it works. Well, hell, I didn't even realize that I was there. That made it all the way, about a 45-minute trip home. The seat is patched up, which that looks a lot better than my John Deere seat. Pretty much just justifying my $100 here. But yeah, I think I can get it running. There is no oil in it, so I'm trying to figure out who did what, who messed with what. But the guy I bought it off of says the guy that he bought it off of told him that he drained the oil out of it to go ahead and change the oil, and then he decided to sell it somewhere along the process and never put oil back in it, is what I'm told. Because there's no oil on this thing. I don't know. I could have bought a mower that somebody ran the engine without oil. Could have. But it's not seized. It will spin. Can't do it one hand. It will spin. The gaskets aren't leaking out around the side. It doesn't. I don't see any heat damage or heat cracks. Nothing looks like it got hot. I don't know. I'm gonna find out here. I'm definitely going to make a stack if I can get the engine running. I'm definitely gonna make a stack out of this pipe. Just gonna flip it upside down and then weld a piece of pipe off of it and make my stack. I've never ran a stack on a lawnmower before, just because it's more work. So yeah. So I picked up a snapper Monday, a John Deere Tuesday. I went and bought steel Wednesday, and then I bought this thing on a Thursday, and Friday I did nothing. And today I did nothing. So yeah, that's pretty much a rundown of lawnmowers. So I'm not going to keep you guys bored any longer. Stay tuned for more Wrecking with the Richies, and I will definitely be back.